Hi, I'm Vibreen Samuels and welcome back to another episode of Soul Stirring Astrology, where I give you my textured take on the world of astrology. Well, I'm doing this bite-sized mini series around rising signs, and the question is, have you ever wondered why you were born into the rising sign that you actually have? Well, there's this theory that in your past life, as you were coming towards the end of your life, there was sort of like deathbed reflections on what your life has really been about. What's the meaning that you've ascribed to that life? How did it actually pan out? And invariably, there may be a sense of dissatisfaction around aspects of your life. And the reason for this is because you haven't truly lived who you were meant to be. And so the rising sign is the sign you were born into, which means that it has to be realized on some level in the lifetime that you are actually living, because there's a saying that you're born into your rising sign, which means it has to be realized, and you grow into your sun sign. So you've got this continuum of your life journey. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting together this bite-sized series, kicking off with Aries rising. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to canter through the different rising signs, but what I'm going to do is to isolate each rising sign per mini episode. And then at the end of this, if you're unaware of what is your rising sign, I'm going to put together a list as to how you can identify what your rising sign is. So, kicking off with Aries. In a past life, there was a lot of focus, contribution in terms of making your relationships work. And so in a past life, given that Aries and the descendant is Libra, the focus was around relationships and bringing harmony into those relationships. And the way in which you may have done that is to work hard to satisfy the needs of your loved ones and other people you were in relationships with. So that could be your personal relationships, your social relationships, as well as your business relationships. And so all of this emphasis on the other meant that you ignored your primary desires, your needs, your wants, the things that really make you tick. And so you're born into this lifetime with an Aries ascendant, Aries rising, and the idea is about you satisfying exactly what your heart's desires are, or the needs of your soul, or the wants that you have. And by realizing the things that really move you, you can then contribute in a far more wholesome way with regards to your relationships. And it's this sense of, it's not about, two halves coming together and this other person completes you. It's not a case of he completes me or she completes me. It's about the two of you coming together as whole people. And that's the key lesson when you're looking at Aries rising. It's about two whole people who are coming together, and that's because they satisfied what their soul is really about. And when they come together, they're forming a union. That means that they're able to transcend both of what the two of them are together. And so that's the beauty of understanding your rising sign as an Aries. It's about coming together as a whole person. So Aries, as well as Libra, they are cardinal signs. They are action-orientated signs. So in your previous life, it was action-orientated about your relationships. In this lifetime, it's about taking action on what really fires you. Aries is a fire sign. Aries is a cardinal sign. Aries is about initiation. Now, one of the things that you clearly will be interested in are your interests, your hobbies, and your career. And so your MC is in the 10th house, and your 10th house is Saturn. It's Capricorn, ruled by Saturn. And so one of the things that you really do want to realize within this life is about your career and how you can rise to prominence by showcasing your leadership qualities. And so invariably success will come to you later on in life. And the reason for this is if you think about Capricorn, and if you think about the symbol of Capricorn, it's the mountain goat that takes its time to climb to the top of the mountain. And once it has reached the top of the mountain, then it's about being respected for what has been achieved. And the same thing applies to you if you are Aries rising. And so therefore you could be a self-starter, you could be a brilliant leader, and that could be whether you're running your own business or you're part of a corporation. What's going to be really important to you is that you're in a structured environment. Don't forget, your 10th house is in Capricorn. And so there's this sense of success, there's a sense of reputation, and which is built over time. And so if you're unsure about, well, you know what, I don't know whether I am Aries rising, or you don't know what your rising sign is, then an indicator is if you think about what is one of, or if not, the first thing that you tend to do when you wake up. Now, the signature to indicate that you could be Aries rising is that you're somebody who likes to exercise first thing in the morning. It's really important for you to move your body. Don't forget, Aries is ruled by Mars, very Martian, very exercise, movement orientated. Let's say that you have another rising sign, but you've got a degree that reflects Aries, and the degrees that reflect Aries, don't forget, in each house and each sign you've got 30 degrees, and those degrees are reflective of each sign. So if you have an ascendant that's 1 degree, 13 degrees, or 25 degrees, that's an Arian signature. So there again, you're somebody who likes action-orientated activities. You're somebody who likes to exercise first thing in the morning. So that gives you an indication of what it means to be an Aries rising in this particular lifetime, and what it is that you actually need to go out and achieve so you can bring your whole self into a relationship, and so that the two of you fuse together and blossom into more than what you ever could have been alone. So that's it in terms of Aries rising. Ponder on that, reflect on your relationships, and reflect on what truly lies within, and then take action to bring it about. So until the next rising sign, so I'm planning to maybe release them every day or every other day, so look out. Today's Aries rising, and tomorrow or the following day will be Taurus rising. And so till then, take care, wonderful people, and I will see you again on the next episode. Bye.